Winter weather continues to push through our area. The snowfall totals we expect as the ice and sleet move by, and what you can expect from the evening hours into the morning hours. Also, the major concerns we have with this third round of winter weather.
You might have noticed your grocery store shelves are emptying fast, and restocking could take a few days. We're going to tell you about the problems grocers are facing because their supply lines are yet another victim of this winter weather. We'll tell you what's most in demand. And after a week of below freezing temperatures, more and more mid-southerners' pipes are freezing. Power is being blacked out to make sure everyone stays warm, and emergency workers have been going non-stop. What you can do right now to help while staying warm and safe inside your home.
Breaking news now on Fox 13 News at 5.
Breaking right now, round 3 of the winter blast has arrived, and it's a doozy. You can see the snow falling right now, and it's not going to let up for quite some time. It's beautiful to some, but it's causing a traffic nightmare for everyone else. This is a look at the TDOT camera at I-40 at White Station, where an 18-wheeler, you see it center of your screen with that police officer, stalled. Plus, there's a standstill in Arkansas on I-40. This is an RDOT cam just past Forest City. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Darrell Green.
And I'm Darcy Thomas. I'm in for Merle tonight. Here is what you need to know right now. The Mid-South is in the middle of a winter storm warning, which is expected to go for at least another 24 hours. The temperatures are expected to remain below freezing until Saturday. Also, we want you to know that both Kroger and Cash Saver grocery stores in the Memphis area are set to close their doors in about an hour, 6 p.m.
Now check this out. This is a look at TrueView radar. It's what's moving through right over top of us at this moment. I don't think I've seen the radar covered with that much snow. And it's the entire Mid-South, everyone who's within distance of our television signal.
Well, Darrell, we know what viewers want to know. They want to know how long all of this is expected to come down. We go to Fox 13's chief meteorologist, Joey Selipek.
Hey guys, this is something to see. Unfortunately, we've been talking about this almost 10 plus days in advance to get everyone prepared, and here is round 3, and it is delivering just as expected. Heavy bands of snow blanketing the entire Fox 13 viewing area. Often we're watching different bands sweep by, and many folks hoping, oh, I hope this snow ribbon reaches my community. Everybody is seeing this pile up and pile on, and we've got more to come. You can see to the south, still a little bit of a sleet, freezing rain mixture in sections of Mississippi. We were concerned about that being an issue. We're going to watch that carefully over the next few hours for any warming, but the roadways are deteriorating, as you just heard. 23 degrees outside. The wind chill is currently at 16. The snow continues to fall, and that will go throughout your night and into tomorrow morning. The winter storm warning, that does last until 6 o'clock tomorrow night, but the storm should end before then, but we still have to deal with this tomorrow morning. Here's your evening temperatures. If you were planning on getting outside, wind chill is going to be hovering between 10 and 15 degrees on average, and the snow will continue to fall. Now, coming up in just a few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how long I expect this to last overnight, and we're going to take a look at those projected snowfall totals. We'll do that coming up at right around 5:18. The road conditions are terrible, as we mentioned, and of course, if I were you, I'd want to know what's it doing out there right now. Well, that's why we're going to check in with Fox 13 meteorologist Yasser Kish, who's going to give us an up-close and personal look at how those streets and roads are doing at this moment.
Yeah, Joey, we're right outside the station here, and I want to start out how much snow we've picked up just over the past few hours. I cleared off down to the bricks here, the snow from the previous storm a few hours ago, so I could measure the new snow total. And so far, just in the past few hours, we've already gotten an inch of snow here in Memphis, and there's been some places that certainly seem closer to 2 inches, and so that's already hitting kind of the lower end of what we're forecasting. So we're only going to add to this over the next few hours, but certainly the roads are a mess. I'm stepping here behind me. This is Highland Street, and you can barely even see those black ruts and divots right where there was black pavement earlier, where you can see the blacktop. I mean, this Jeep is just flying down. You don't need to be going quite that fast on these roads. I mean, we've had people actually get stuck here on Highland today. I've had to actually helping to shovel them out myself. And I just want to show you what's just here on the sidewalk, right? We actually cleared this out not too long ago, and this is just very fluffy that we're seeing. It's not as dry, but this snow is still pretty dry. However, there's a little bit more moisture to it than what we saw tomorrow. We're going to certainly have more for you coming up throughout the show. Fox 13 meteorologist Yasser Kish reporting live outside the station.
Thank you so much, Yasser. But of course, one of the biggest issues is that ice that's underneath all of that powdered snow. Fox 13, we have continuous team coverage of this third round of the winter blast. We want to make sure that you are staying safe, but also well informed. Now, you just saw our crew of meteorologists who are tracking the very latest movement of this storm. We also, once again, have our team. They are diligently, our reporters are amazing. They are out there in the elements and on the roads, so of course you don't have to be.
And Darcy, you know you've been on the roads today, as have I. The roads are treacherous, have been all morning, and they're getting worse. Visibility is a huge problem, along with that compacted layer of ice. This is I-240 at 385, and as I said, I'm going to guess visibility is not quite a half mile, very limited.
That's what I was thinking as well, Daryl. You know, less than an hour ago also, the city of Memphis sent out salt and sand trucks trying to treat the roads. Fox 13's Greg Coy is joining us live in Fox 13's traffic tracker on Poplar Avenue and Germantown. Greg, what are the roads looking like for you right now?
Well, any progress that the plow trucks made yesterday almost completely erased today with some of the precipitation and snow. I'll give you a look-see right here. You can see there's one lane that's clearly was paved, but as you can see now it's covered with snow, and you can see the number of cars ahead of us that everyone is taking their time. That was pretty much what we saw when we started out in downtown by Riverside Drive. Then we went to Orange Mound. We went to South Memphis. We saw many parts of the streets and the main roads that clearly the plow trucks had come through. But as we were driving at about 3 or 4 o'clock, you could just feel the snow and see the snow starting to come down. As you can see, it's probably erasing any type of progress. Just look ahead. I don't see any lane right there as we're about to slow down, as we're about to come to a stop, which almost everybody is doing right now, taking their time driving. The other thing that you really need to pay attention to, as I switch back to the camera, and Kim, if you can move the wiper blades just a little faster so we can point this out, we had to stop to get fresh wiper blades and the fluid that de-ices. Make sure that you have that if you're on the roads, because if your wiper blades are not the best, it can be a little bit of a hairy situation. We're going to join you at 5:30 as we continue with the traffic tracker. I'm Greg Coy, Fox 13 News. Folks, back over to you.
Greg is doing a nice job of keeping your distance from that car that's in front of you. You know, the third and hopefully final winter blast has arrived. Take a look at this footage from Drone 13. It is showing snow covering the campus of the University of Memphis. The snow right now is blanketing roads again all over the Mid-South. Fox 13's Dominic Dillon is joining us live in Memphis tonight. Dominic, how do things look out where you are at this point?
If you don't have to be out, I suggest you just stay home because the roads are becoming increasingly dangerous. Within the last few hours, the snow has really started to come down. You can see it all around me for yourself. Now, I've been driving around all day, and when I first got out on the roads, I could see the pavement with no problem. But now, as more and more snow starts to come down, you can see there's a layer of snow all along the road, which is why it's so important that you take your time on the roads. The city of Memphis, they have been working to make sure that people are safe while out on the roads. They've been plowing the roads, especially main roads, bridges, as well as overpasses, but they haven't been plowing residential areas, and that's where people are running into the most issues. In those neighborhoods, people say they have been unable to come out of their driveways as well as make it down the street. But the city of Memphis, fortunately, they have been working to make sure people are safe out on the roads. Despite all their efforts, people have been in accidents, and they will continue to be in accidents.
Drive slow. Don't go out if you don't need to, because it's a little risky.
I also noticed that while I was driving, I'd be in full control of my car, and then once I would make it to an intersection, I noticed that I would start to lose control. It would get really icy and slippery. So it's so important that you really take your time on the roads, because you never know when you'll hit a patch of ice and lose control. Reporting live in Berkeley, Dominique Dillon, Fox 13 News.
All right, Dominique, thank you. Let's take you to Mississippi now. Winter conditions have made it very tough on drivers, and more of that, as you've seen. Covering Clearview radar is coming in right now.
Well, Fox 13's Tom Dees is joining us live in South Haven, where he has been keeping a very close check on the roads today. Tom, is ice an issue for the Mississippi area so far at this point?
Darcy, so far, no. We've seen a lot of snow come down here in the last couple of hours. Behind me, Goodman and Getwell, one of the very busy intersections here in South Haven, Mississippi. I came through here about noon today, and you could see part of the roadway in either direction. That has changed in the last 2 hours. I want to take a look at a couple other stops that I made around the city. I want to show you some video right now from Main Street and Highway 51 in South Haven. I went through there earlier today. It was completely covered up with snow and ice, and that is before this most recent round of weather started to move through. I also made a trip from there to Highway 51 and Goodman Road, that's known as Bullfrog Corner, right there in Horn Lake, Mississippi. And traffic in the turn lanes was dicey. Snow was just starting to fall a little bit. It seemed like motorists were making it through there earlier today fairly easy, but of course, then again, the road conditions have changed here in the last couple of hours. Also want to look at Mackingvale and Byhalia Road in Hernando, Mississippi. Made a trip over there as well. The roadway conditions look like they had just been plowed, but again, snow starting to fall and starting to make things a little bit slick there. Want to take a look at where I am right now here in South Haven at Goodman Road. And I tell you what, right now, when I pulled in this parking lot about 2 hours ago, there was no snow. It was compacted, and I couldn't get a measurement on it. So I'm going to take my ruler and push it down in there, and look at that. There in about the last 2 hours, that's right at about 1 3/4 inches of snow that has come down here at Goodman and Getwell, and it's continuing to pound us. So if you're getting out and about, watch out, watch the traction. I want to let you know, I actually had a little incident myself. Got off at a parking lot, ran over a curb and then into a pile of snow and got stuck, and then had to rock that car back and forth to get it out. So if you get out there, be careful. Reporting live in South Haven, I'm Tom Dees for Fox 13 News.
Thank you, Tom. Round 3 of the winter blast is on us right now. We're covering every angle as the snow covers all of us. Stick with us here on Fox 13 for the latest coverage. Stay with us.
It's their job to keep order. But when they go too far, who holds them accountable?
I have asked the director to investigate where they were trying to clear the street.
In a Fox 13 investigation after months of calls, emails, and interview requests.
Begging for justice was actually more traumatic for me than just accepting what was happening.
We ask if who breaks the law is more important than the law itself.
They are explicitly looking how to protect the officer.
Tonight at 9:45 on Fox 13 News.
I'm attorney Corey B. Trotz. Some clients who are hurt on the job worry that their employer will fire them if they file a workers' comp claim. We tell them, don't worry. The law and NST is here to protect you. Call 683-7000.
Oh, not now.
Yeah, dude, that doesn't look good. I know what to do.
What's that?
I'm going to cashnetusa.com. I can apply in minutes, and if approved, I can have the money as soon as the same business day.
Oh, nice save.
Saving the day is easy. With CashNet USA.
When you need money fast, be the hero. Go to cashnetusa.com to apply for the money you need now.
$50,000 for an injury claim might sound good, but what if another firm would have recovered $500,000? Many people get ripped off by the insurance company and their own lawyer. We fight to get you every single dollar. There's only one Morgan & Morgan.
Why am I so calm right now? Because this isn't a spy thriller. This is a Nissan sales event ad. Right on cue. This Rogue has more standard safety technologies than that RAV4. It's almost too easy.
Hurry in for a low $229 per month lease on the 2021 Rogue.
TikTok, time's running out.
Fox 13 Family Focus is part of our community, driven by a purpose to lift up our neighbors. Now more than ever, that help is needed.
Together with our family focus partner Kroger, we're taking on our community's biggest challenges, helping local families and strengthening our neighborhoods.
Your support helps Fox 13's Family Focus impact lives across the Mid-South and make a difference where we all live. Fox 13's Family Focus is your community connection.
Ready, set, go. Live big in the larger-than-life SUVs from GMC. The GMC Acadia, Terrain, and all-new Yukon. Get over $4,200 purchase allowance on this 2021 Terrain Elevation Edition. That's an MSRP under $27,000. Plus, current eligible non-GM owners get an additional $1,000 purchase allowance. See your Mid-South GMC dealers. This is Fox 13 News.
Well, if you didn't stock up on groceries, you're probably going to be out of luck for the essentials until another shipment of supplies does come in. A spokesperson for Kroger told us today that the weather, has kept vendors from getting certain foods to their shelves locally.
Well, Fox 15's Siobhan Riley is joining us in Shelby County. Siobhan, we have more and more snow hitting the ground right now. Things have already been tough for people, but it's going to make it even more difficult for people to get food, at least for the next couple of days.
Darcy, you're right. The shelves are empty at grocery stores. Even when I had my friend drive me yesterday, I got the very last of the eggs and the bread. And I'm going to tell you, I kind of have a confession to make, Darcy. When I got these eggs, there was a man walking up at the very same time that I was, and he was trying to get them too. And I said to myself, whoever gets there first, that's who's going to get the eggs. Well, I got the eggs, and just take a look at some of the video that we shot earlier today. You can see several people coming in and out of grocery stores trying to brave through that snow, pushing their carts on that snow. Now, customers obviously trying to stock up as much as they can while they do as much as possible. I did ask the spokeswoman with Kroger, when do they expect to get more supplies in? And today she told me they are fortunate to have a Kroger distribution center in Memphis to help Mid-South stores restock as soon as possible. About an hour ago, I also heard back from Walmart, and a spokesperson told me that the home office activated the Emergency Operations Center, which helps align support plans. One shopper describes the stores as a madhouse.
Yeah, people everywhere, man. The shelves are clean, man. Even at Walmart, I took a trip to Walmart. Walmart is completely clean, man. And people out shopping, man, you know. And like I said, I don't know if they restocking now from yesterday, but I know yesterday was completely dry.
And Walmart says they are continuing to keep in touch with their operations people who are on the grounds to make sure that those shipments are coming in on time. And according to reports, there were more than about 500 Walmart stores that had to close across the South and the Midwest. Now, keep in mind, in less than an hour, Kroger stores are about to close. But in the meantime, the retailers and all of the grocery stores, they are just asking you for your patience. Live in Shelby County, Siobhan Riley, Fox 13 News.
Thank you so much, Siobhan. It looks like COVID is canceling snow days. In some cases, it has, as some school districts are pivoting from in-person learning to online instruction, at least for the rest of this week.
I've already talked to one high schooler who's not real happy about the fact that class is continuing. Fox 13's Mandy Rock talked to a family about how this change is going for them.
Starting today through the rest of the week, students in the Germantown district will attend classes virtually. District officials tell me they had the option to either go virtual or give students the rest of the week off and tack those days on to the end of the year. This week's winter weather is a change of scenery for 8-year-old Braden Hamrick.
It's really fun, and we've played a lot in it, my whole family.
In between sledding and snowball fights with his younger brother, the third grader at Riverdale Elementary School started learning virtually Wednesday.
Missed the fun field trip. It's harder to concentrate because Damon and Macy, my brother and sister, they're always running around the house.
Germantown Municipal School District officials say they've already used their 9 stockpile days this school year. They use those days for virus preparations and weather. So with no more stockpile days left, they had to do something. The decision was to go virtual Wednesday and the rest of the week, rather than tack the days on at the end of the school year.
I think it potentially could get rid of snow days because we are fortunate to be able to pivot quickly to having online virtual school, and I think it's already something that we're all becoming adapted to.
It's been an adjustment for Braden's mom, Shay Hamrick, who is also working from home.
It's difficult to balance work schedules for my own Zoom calls as well as a balance for them. There's lots of extra distractions, and just being stuck in home all day is definitely a challenge for them, but we're managing as best as we can.
And the Germantown district is not alone. Some of the other municipal districts, including Collierville, have decided to go virtual the rest of the week. Reporting in Germantown, Mandy Rock, Fox 13 News.
These next words are words we rarely hear in the Mid-South, but I'm going to say them anyway. And the snow continues to fall, blanketing the entire Fox 13 viewing area, just as expected. You heard Yasser earlier measuring that he saw 1 to 2 inches of snow build up already, and we think we're going to see some decent totals from this when it's all said and done. I want you to focus for a moment on the darker blues. That's moving now into eastern Arkansas, across North Mississippi, where it's been that way for quite some time, and trending into West Tennessee. That's going to be that more significant snow that we've been watching here over the past several days. You can see how those darker colors are moving all the way across the tri-state, getting into the real hub of the Mid-South right here in the Memphis area, and that's going to continue to pile up and be impressive. Let's go ahead and track that and show you what to expect tonight. It's going to stay pretty fierce. Small pockets of sleet still possible as we go into midnight. Roughly midnight tonight, we are expecting there to be a little bit of a transition in North Mississippi, as expected, to freezing rain and sleet. Keep that in mind. That will knock your snow totals down a little bit. It's going to increase the risk on the roadways, into the trees, into the power lines. Midnight into 3 or 4, it breaks down a little bit. Now, it's not nearly as impressive for a little bit of a period here, pretty much a light break, but it's going to kick right back in. Let's say 5:30 to 6, we now have a little bit more of a moisture component adding back in. That's going to bring us some more snow bands early tomorrow. You can see by 10 to 10:30, we've got a mixture of sleet, freezing rain, and snow now working across North Mississippi into West Tennessee. And then it finally begins to edge out by Thursday afternoon, and we're watching the cold temperatures filter in behind it. Tonight, between 7 and 9, the snow continues. The temps will be in the mid-teens. Now, if you'd like to know how much more snow we expect to have in your community, I'm going to go through those totals coming up at right around 5:48. Here's your tomorrow morning numbers. Still in those mid-teens. Wind chill will be tough, taking us through. The only positive here is we're no longer in the negatives, but it's still cold. It's a little bit better, but it's still cold. I expect to see snow close to noon tomorrow. It's going to be tapering off, flurries going by, with a daytime high of roughly 29 tomorrow as the snow is ending. And then we're going to get ready for another deep freeze going into Friday morning. Whatever falls tomorrow stays frozen. It really solidifies, and that's going to make Friday tough. Now, with more sunshine, we should begin to see a little bit of melting, not much. But we're really going to see that melting kick into gear Saturday, Sunday. As we get through this event, we've got about 2 days to enjoy it, and then it will start to melt. And by Sunday, we're going to be close to those 50s, and we'll be near 60 next week. But let's look at that weekend. Right now, I've got upper 30s and mid-40s. Saturday, Sunday, and Sunday, we actually have a chance for scatter showers.
Fox 13, of course, we want to make sure that you are informed and you are safe. We continue the coverage of round 3 of this winter blast. As you can see, the roads are slick. We want you to please be careful. This is a live look at TDOT camera showing I-240 and Poplar.
The snow won't stop the savings. Friday through Monday at Ashley Home Store Snow Sale. Save 30% off your first item, plus 20% off the rest of your purchase. Or get 0% interest for 5 years with no money down. Friday through Monday, Ashley Home Store.
Available interior work surface to work it out up front. plus the capability of available Pro Power on board to work it out and back. Tough this smart can only be called F-150. Introducing the all-new 2021 Ford F-150.
These are real people, not actors, who've got their eczema under control. With less eczema, you can show more skin. So roll up those sleeves and help heal your skin from within with Dupixent. Dupixent is the first treatment of its kind that continuously treats moderate to severe eczema or atopic dermatitis, even between flare-ups. Dupixent is a biologic and not a cream or steroid. Many people taking Dupixent saw clear or almost clear skin and had significantly less itch. Don't use if you're allergic to Dupixent. Serious allergic reactions can occur, including anaphylaxis, which is severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems, such as eye pain or vision changes, or a parasitic infection. If you take asthma medicines, don't change or stop them without talking to your doctor. So help heal your skin from within and talk to your eczema specialist about Dupixent. If your financial situation has changed, we may be able to help.
I'm almost there.
Your worth is more than what shows on the outside. Just like the 2020 Civic LX. From Honda, well-equipped and at a great price. Honda was named KBB.com's 2020 Best Value Brand.
Front door, garage.
Comfort zones aren't meant to be permanent.
Can we talk about this?
Later. By choice or by chance, things will change.
Want to see something cool?
Regions has the people, tools, and tech to help you brave the beginning.
Sing it on. About your day. Cause every little thing is gonna be alright. This is
Call 1-800-SANDALS. The snow won't stop the savings. Friday through Monday at Ashley Home Store Snow Sale. Save 30% off your first item, plus 20% off the rest of your purchase. Or get 0% interest for 5 years with no money down. Friday through Monday, Ashley Home Store.
This is Fox 13 News.
New at 5, Shelby County continues to roll back COVID-19 restrictions on businesses. The health department told us they're releasing a new health directive today, as a matter of fact.
Well, Daryl, that directive is Directive 18, allows food and drink services until midnight. But it will get rid of capacity restrictions for dine-in services. But they say a 6-foot distance between tables will be required. Also, you can eat and drink at the bar with a limit of 2 people per group. But again, it has to be 6 foot between groups. Finally, they say cigar and hookah lounges will have the same restrictions as restaurants. All of this will go into effect at midnight Saturday.
The snow and ice are coming down across the Mid-South. We are literally watching inch by inch as it piles up on the roadways. This is I-55 at North Church Road there in DeSoto County. It's dangerous out there. So stay with Fox 13 as we cover this latest round of the winter blasts.
Your family has a wide range of personalities, and so does ours. Meet the Volkswagen family of SUVs. Hurry into your Volkswagen dealer today for President's Day deals and lease a new 2020 Tiguan S for just $219 per month.
It's important when you hire the largest injury law firm in the world that you're treated in a very personal and attentive way and with respect. That's why every client doesn't get just one lawyer, you get your own team, so you're never lost in the shuffle. And listen to this, you also get our dedicated client satisfaction department 24/7. If you have any concerns about your case, our guarantee is you'll hear back before the day is over. There's only one Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
The President's Day sale ends Sunday at Bartlett Home Furnishings. Save big with up to 50% off retail. In stock or special orders. Save again with interest-free financing. But hurry, the President's Day sale ends Sunday at Bartlett Home Furnishings.
Why am I so calm right now? Because this isn't a spy thriller. This is a Nissan sales event ad. Right on cue. This Rogue has more standard safety technologies than that RAV4. It's almost too easy.
Hurry in and save up to $72.62 on select models.
Tick-tock, time's running out.
Every day this month, Fox 13 is celebrating the people making Black history right here in the Mid-South.
Fox 13 celebrates Black history in the making, sponsored by 745 Cash. Visit us online or at one of our 11 Memphis area locations.
What kind of value are you looking for with your next new vehicle? With Subaru, you get Kelley Blue Book's 2020 Best Resale Value brand, 2020 Lowest 5-Year Cost to Own brand, and Most Trusted brand for 6 consecutive years. No wonder Kelley Blue Book also picked Subaru as their 2020 Best Overall brand. A trusted brand and a proven value. It's easy to love a Subaru.
Right now, get 0% APR financing for 63 months on select new 2021 models.
Your family has a wide range of personalities, and so does ours. Meet the Volkswagen family of SUVs. Hurry in for Volkswagen's President's Day deals and get a $500 purchase bonus when you lease a new 2021 Atlas V6 SE Tech for just $399 per month.
As winter weather pushes through the Mid-South, Fox 13 has you covered with earlier warnings. We've been telling you for almost 10 days, get ready for an Arctic blast, letting you know how it impacts where you live.
Visibility has been reduced.
The conditions out there are just deteriorating hour by hour.
The snow and sleet is coming down at a very feverish pace.
And as even more winter weather approaches,
we are expecting more snow to be tracking across the southeast.
Stay prepared with Fox 13 News.
This is Fox 13 News.
Happening right now, the Mid-South is getting another punch of this winter blast. In fact, this is the third sucker punch, if you will. And if you can, please stay home. Do not test these roads because they're more dangerous than they've been in the past few days, Darcy.
Well, Daryl, you know, what everyone is looking at right now is a TDOT camera. This is at Sam Cooper and Perkins. See one vehicle right now on the road. You know, we have been watching the TDOT cameras in our newsroom for several hours and have seen just a couple of wrecks. We just cannot stress this enough. These roads are treacherous. If you can stay inside, please do. But if you have to get out, please be careful.
All right, let's get a better idea of just how long this is going to last. How long is this snow going to fall? Chief Meteorologist Joey Sullipak is answering that very question for us right now, Joey.
Critical stuff, because those roads, as you just mentioned, Daryl, are likely to be the very worst that we've seen yet now into tonight and into tomorrow morning as this all compounds. What we're looking at are the deeper blue areas. We are seeing a site that's very not normal, unusual for the Mid-South. Snow side to side on the radar, completely filling up county after county. And where you see these darker colors, you're getting a better amount of snowfall falling near Somerville, along 40 going into Memphis, all the way around the Memphis area. A little bit less in Millington, but it's still on the way to you in North Mississippi. And that trend is going to continue. You can see how these shapes are shifting to the north, and it's just going to continue rolling through as we head into the late hours and early morning. The good news is we are going to begin to see this breaking down as tomorrow unfolds. We're going to time that out for you again coming up. And we're also going to be talking about how much snow officially fell at the airport today, give you a sense of what we're adding here, and how much more we expect to add on top of that before this is done. We'll have that for you coming up at right around 5:48. Right now, let's get a live look at those deteriorating road conditions. I venture to say this is the only meteorologist in the Mid-South currently wearing snowshoes. Let's check in with Fox 13's Yasser Kish.
I got snowshoes and I got my leaf blower turned snow blower to show you just how kind of dry and the snow is, but it's not nearly as dry as the snow that we saw earlier in the week. It certainly blows around here, but not as much, because I completely cleared this sidewalk earlier before it came down, and it's still not blowing around as easily compared to what we saw. But check out the street right here. This is Highland. Just really since we started the show here, the snow has really picked up. It is coming down hard. It is coming down fast. And when we started the show, you could still see more of that blacktop where those cars, tires were going over the same places. Not so much anymore. It is really completely snow-covered. Cars are certainly struggling more out here, and you need to take it easy. I mean, these folks are walking by. They're taking it slow. I saw them kind of walk across the street, just kind of trying to maneuver, wait to see how things are shaping up, but everybody's taking it slow. I really want to emphasize, though, if you're going to be out here, clear all the snow off your car, especially on those headlights, so folks can see you, and those tail lights as well, as we report through this latest blast of winter. Reporting outside the station, I'm Fox 13 meteorologist Yasser Kish.
All right, thank you, Yasser. Now, the roads were already bad, as we were saying, but now they're downright dangerous. Some of that snow that melted over the last couple of days refroze overnight after it was packed down by traffic, and now we're seeing more snow along with ice piling on top of that, Darcy.
Exactly. You know what we're looking at right now, Daryl, is T-Dot Cam. This is at I-240 Loop and Airways. We also have Fox 13's Greg Coy. He's been checking these roadways for the last couple of days here. Greg, you're now heading to the downtown area. What you said yesterday were that the roads look so inconsistent. Are you seeing some of that today?
We're seeing a lot of consistency, and you can take a look at the consistency yourself. The road conditions are just pretty bad. Visibility maybe about half a football field away, 50 yards. We are not able to make out some of the exit signs until we get right up on them, so that means that people are driving, they're going to have to make a quick decision or just have to pass by the exit that they wanted to. Again, people on the roads tonight, they have their reasons to be on, and I'm sure that they will support it, but I'm not sure why, because if you can look and see, the visibility is very slow. The lanes that were paved down are now being covered, and again, we're taking it very, very slow, and we're in the traffic tracker that I describe as a tank. So really think very carefully and really think long and hard why you have to be on the roads tonight, because if you can look and see, Darcy and Darryl, the road conditions are absolutely terrible, and I don't think there's a reason to be on the roads tonight unless it is an absolute emergency. We're live in the traffic tracker, and we'll see you tonight, and we'll talk to you again at 6 o'clock.
All right, thank you, Greg. That's Greg Coy out and about right now. And one of the problems we've seen, Darcy, is an elderly couple is going on 4 days without water after their pipes froze. That's a story we've told you over and over. They're not alone. We had a pipe burst here at Fox 13 about 3 hours ago. Water all over the floors, a couple of inches deep there for a little bit, and the plumbers say they are extremely busy right now. Fox 13's Dominique Dillon is live in Berkeley. Dominique, how's that couple getting by, and are they getting help tonight?
It's been tough. For days, they've had to survive off of jugs of water like this. Imagine having to cook as well as take a bath, and this is all you have to use. And they tell me they haven't even bothered trying to leave their house, because take a look at their car. They have a pretty small car, and it's completely covered with snow. They feel like they're completely trapped here. There's no way they can get out of here. I'm going to take out my measuring tape so you can see just how many inches of snow is in their driveway. I'm counting more than 5 inches of snow in their driveway, so they're literally snowed in. But fortunately, they say that they have caring neighbors as well as church family members who have lended a helping hand.
It's terrible. It's terrible. And no way to get water.
Danny Hall and his wife Karen have been without running water since Saturday. Their pipes are frozen solid.
It went off last Friday night. And when I woke up, Karen told me we have no water.
With below freezing temperatures forecast until this coming Saturday, the Halls are struggling to hold on.
We can't even flush our toilet. We can't. I have to dig it out of there with spoons.
Plumbers ask that people allow their faucets to drip and cover garden faucets. But if your pipes have already frozen like the Halls, all you can do is wait it out. Shut off the lines, open your cabinet. You can also warm pipes up with a space heater. Despite the uncertainty ahead, the Halls are staying positive.
We try to laugh every day. Not because this is funny, but that's the only thing that keeps us going.
Plumbing companies say that their phones have been ringing off the hook. So many people are running into the same issues. Their pipes are freezing and then they're bursting. So once again, just be careful and take heed. Reporting live in Berkeley, Dominique Dillon, Fox 13 News. And we'll be right back after the break.
It's their job to keep order. But when they go too far, who holds them accountable?
I have asked the director to investigate where they were trying to clear the street.
In a Fox 13 investigation after months of calls, emails, and interview requests.
Begging for justice was actually more traumatic for me than just accepting what was happening.
We ask if who breaks the law is more important than the law itself.
They are explicitly looking how to protect the officer.
Tonight at 9:45 on Fox 13 News.
The pain would like shoot up my heels. I would tiptoe out of bed because my heels hurt so badly. When I went to the Good Feet store, I had a free consultation, free fittings. They allowed me to try on the arch supports. I walked around and I started sobbing because I had no pain. There were no gimmicks. It's just try them on. If it doesn't work for you, then don't buy them.
See if they work for you with a free fitting and test walk at the Good Feet store.
A chicken sandwich that hits different. Breaded by hand for crunchy, juicy bites. And it's Burger King. Yeah, our hand breading is as good as our flame grilling. The new hand-breaded chicken sandwich. Get it in the 2 for $5 mix and match deal.
Every day this month, Fox 13 is celebrating the people making Black history right here in the Mid-South. Her civil rights activism changed the lives of students across the South, but it also prevented her from teaching here in Memphis, the city she helped change. Elaine Turner impacted thousands of lives across the school systems who weren't afraid of her spirit.
They're still here. We still have some of the same battles to win.
Fox 13 celebrates Black history in the making, sponsored by AT&T Business Fiber.
Every day this month, Fox 13 is celebrating the people making Black history right here in the Mid-South. Her civil rights activism changed the lives of students across the South, but it also prevented her from teaching here in Memphis, the city she helped change. Elaine Turner impacted thousands of lives across the school systems who weren't afraid of her spirit.
They're still here. We still have some of the same battles to win.
Fox 13 celebrates Black history in the making, sponsored by Great American Home Store. There's no place like home.
Every day this month, Fox 13 is celebrating the people making Black history right here in the Mid-South. Her civil rights activism changed the lives of students across the South, but it also prevented her from teaching here in Memphis, the city she helped change. Elaine Turner impacted thousands of lives across the school systems who weren't afraid of her spirit.
They're still here. We still have some of the same battles to win.
Fox 13 celebrates Black history in the making. Brought to you by Crystal. Live a little.
People often ask, how much do I have to pay you up front to be my lawyer? The answer is nothing. It's free unless we win. Personal injury, car crash, slip and fall. It's free unless we win. We never take a fee until we win your case. There's only one Morgan & Morgan. It's free unless we win.
This is Fox 13 News.
Well, during stressful times like this, it is always nice to just try to have a good laugh at least once in a while.
Just every couple hours anyway, the DeSoto County Sheriff's Department sent a text alert today about road safety, and in the simplest terms possible. So check this out. The alert reads, quote, no zoomy zoom on the slicky slick or you go boomy boom in a ditchy ditch and wait for a towy toe in the snowy snow. Please stay homey home.
Okay, that's going to stick around for a while. Heavy snow happening. I'm going to show you how much has fallen today at the airport, how much more we can expect, and what that total looks like for the event even going back. So we have a great view of it. That's right after this break.
It's the winter sale at Royal Furniture, where the more you buy, the more you save. This beautiful queen set, now just $12.99. You save $200. Or this queen set, now just $9.99. You save $500. Save $300 on this Isabella 5-piece bedroom. And this 5-piece queen set, now just $7.99. You save $500. Royal has no interest financing and no money required at purchase. Plus, with our huge in-stock inventory, you get immediate pickup or delivery only at Royal Furniture.
Announcing the Fitz's richest promotion yet. This is big. How big? The $300
$340,000 cash and promo cash giveaway. Friday and Saturday nights in February and March. $500 every 10 minutes from 7 to 11 p.m. $2,500 more in promo cash at midnight. And on the 13th and the 27th, 5 of y'all win $5,000 cash. $340,000 cash and promo cash giveaway. Only at the Fitz. Luck lives here.
That should hold it for now. What should we do?
I know what to do.
You do?
I'm going to CashNetUSA.com. I can apply in minutes, and if approved, we can have the money in our account as soon as the same business day.
You're my hero.
Saving the day is easy with CashNet USA.
When you need money fast, be the hero. Go to CashNetUSA.com to apply for the money you need now.
Every day this month, Fox 13 is celebrating the people making Black history right here in the Mid-South. Her civil rights activism changed the lives of students across the South, but it also prevented her from teaching here in Memphis, the city she helped change. Elaine Turner impacted thousands of lives across the school systems who weren't afraid of her spirit.
They're still here. We still have some of the same battles to win.
Fox 13 celebrates Black history in the making, sponsored by N.J. Ford and Sons Funeral Home.
Black stories are poetic, historic, comedic. They're emotional, musical, and beautiful. Black stories are here.
Introducing the Black Experience on Xfinity, a new destination that's the ultimate in Black storytelling. Get Xfinity Internet for just $25 a month for 12 months, and you'll get a Flex 4K streaming device that puts all your favorite apps right on your TV. Plus, the Black Experience is included at no additional cost.
This is the new place to experience our stories, only on Xfinity.
Call, click, or visit today.
Winning Motor Trend Truck of the Year 3 times in a row, that had never been done before. Then again, neither had a 12-inch touchscreen or 1,000 pound-feet of torque, or being the only pickup on Car and Driver's 10 best list. Never been done before. It's just kind of our thing.
During Ram Truck Month, get 0% financing for 84 months on the 2021 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab. Go to ram.com and hurry in for this great offer.
This is Fox 13 News.
Thousands of people in Mississippi and Arkansas have lost power at some point in the last 24 hours, and a lot are still in the dark. They're trying to restore power in all of the Mid-South right now. And nearly 20,000 people in Mississippi is what we're getting right now are sitting in the dark, Darcy.
Right. Fox 13's Tony Sloan. He's been looking into those numbers, Daryl, and also talking with state leaders. He's joining us live in DeSoto County. Tony, so what do the numbers look like in Mississippi, but also in Arkansas?
Right now in Mississippi, a little more than 17,000 families are left without power throughout the state. Restoration efforts in DeSoto County began around 2 p.m., and we're told that there are no major outages in the northern part of the state. Last night it was different. Thousands of people were surprised to see their power cut from anywhere for 30 minutes to more than an hour. State leaders say it was done intentionally to help preserve power to avoid any serious outages like many in Texas are experiencing. Now, everything was restored around 9 p.m. last night, but Governor Hutchinson in Arkansas says today the extreme weather continues and that they've been on the phone with regional electric transmission authorities, and they say hopefully no rolling outages will be necessary this evening in Arkansas, but they say it depends on what that peak load looks like from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Now, Arkansas having around 60,000 people across the state who have experienced some kind of outage ranging from 10 to 45 minutes. And that's according to Entergy. They say there are no major outages reported in areas like West Memphis and Helena, West Helena. Now, state leaders and energy companies are asking everyone in Mississippi and Arkansas to limit electricity use until further notice to avoid any other temporary outages and to reserve power. Keeping you informed in North Mississippi and Arkansas, I'm Tony Sloan for Fox 13 News.
Thank you, Tony. The snow continuing to blanket and blank out things in West Tennessee, North Mississippi, Arkansas. Everybody's seeing snowfall right now. Heavy blue bands, that means heavier amounts of snow moving in from the south and southwest, and this is going to be the story tonight. We'll give you more of a bird's eye view. This continues through midnight. We're going to start to see a little bit more of a sleet component. We're already spotting a little bit near Coffeyville, near the Tupelo area, a little bit of a sleet, freezing rain issue, so be careful there. Get it to break around 3 to 4 tomorrow morning, but then more moisture kicking in between 6 and let's say 7, 8, 9, and then we see this trending into Middle Tennessee. Again, still a little bit of a mixture here, some sleet, freezing rain mixed in with that snowfall as it exits. And then we're finally done with our third round of winter weather. I just updated these totals. I want to give you some new information. We're seeing a huge band right in the middle, right along this Mississippi River, cutting into Tennessee. I think 4 to 6 inches, maybe even more here from this current event is completely realistic. 2 to 5 because it breaks down as you go north and south from this sort of freeway. That's how much we expect to see potentially from this event. So let's put that into perspective for you. Today at the airport, 2.3 inches were measured by 5 o'clock. All right, so as of today, at the airport, 2.3. I just saw a very official reading that was just taken, I believe, in the Collierville area that saw 4 inches of snow from this event. So you can see how that differs. That's almost twice as much and still adding on. So let's go through this whole thing. We've got a potential for 3 to 5 more on average, 4 to 6 in that range. We've already seen 2. So now we're seeing from this event the potential for, let's say, 5 to 7 inches of snow. We had from our previous event, now that's not counting the ice storm, another 5 inches, so you're looking at a potential for 10 to 12 inches easily from these last 2 snow events combined. Now, let's put all that together. All that snow that's coming, going to be compacted, going to be sticking around because we stay below freezing all the way until we hit Saturday, and it gets more impressive melting on Sunday. Let's get you ready for tonight. 7 to 9, the snow continues to fall. Hopefully you're inside safe and warm. The roads are awful. Stay off of them. 15 degrees on average is your wind chill. That's going to be all the way through tomorrow morning. The snow continues, starts to break down a little bit as we showed you, 10 a.m. to noon, 17 degrees for your midday, and then we'll wrap it all up with a daytime high near 29. Not for long, but that's where it will be in the afternoon hours. Once we get past this event by tomorrow, a very cold Friday. I told you we're going to stay below freezing. Finally, around 10 a.m. to noon Saturday, we should start breaking free, seeing some melting occur. But be careful because it's not all going to melt, and we drop back below freezing Saturday night. Could be slippery. But then Sunday on, now we're really getting that thaw going, and then all that snow melt that's going to start running into the Mississippi River, we're going to see that river total begin to rise. Get ready for that. Here's the other side of all this winter weather. We finally climb above freezing Saturday into Sunday, and we could see liquid rain showers Sunday evening, about a 30% chance.
In honor of Black History Month, Fox 13's Family Focus is taking a moment to recognize the impact of contributions made by African Americans in our community. Playing the tunes on the radio and giving lessons in the classrooms of Memphis for more than 30 years is how a legendary disc jockey made his mark in the Mid-South. Stan Bell's inspiration and love for people can be felt through the airwaves. Fox 13's Jeremy Pierre explains now how Bell inspired several generations in more ways than one.
All right, stand by. Put this in. 2, 3.
One of many theme songs that's been a fixture in Memphis for 30 years. Also, the voice that follows.
Good afternoon, buenos tardes, amigos. Stan Bell present and accounted for.
It's Stan Bell, the V101 and Hallelujah FM radio DJ.
It's a blessing, man, to reach those generations like that and then to still be able to be appreciated.
Bell's catalog of work and experience in the radio business started in 1986. Bell's career crosses several generations and genres of music, from R&B to gospel. Bell, also known as Stan the Man and the Bell Ringer, says his career in radio continues to be a blessing.
It's been a blessing. Every move, like I say, every move I've made, it seems to be, you know, God is somewhere in the mix.
Bell not only rings the bell over the radio, but in the classroom as well. He's been a teacher with the Shelby County school system for nearly 30 years, teaching media to students at several high schools.
I started teaching in 1993. I got married in 1992, and I told myself, I said, you know, DJing was good, you know, DJing in the streets was good, and being on the air was good, but again, longevity wasn't there in radio.
Over the years, listeners have heard Bell change stations, but his audience is okay with that because Bell says with every move, his audience grew.
Because my audience kind of moved with me.
Moved with you.
You know what I mean? As we got older. Yeah, that generational thing, man.
The bell ringer says he doesn't plan on going anywhere anytime soon, so until he's gone, you can always expect to hear the bell.
Class is in session, baby.
In Memphis, Jeremy Pierre, Fox 13 News.
Well, coming up, Fox 13 continues our coverage on our third round of this winter blast that is hitting the Mid-South. This is a look inside of the Fox 13 traffic tracker that is out on the roadways right now. Of course, driving around, making sure that you can stay safe if you have to head out. Please be careful. Stick with Fox 13 because we'll be right back.
It's all-wheel drive season, and when you run the numbers, nobody has more all-wheel drive vehicles to get you through it all than Toyota, including the legendary 4Runner, a top 10 for resale value 8 years running. The full-size Tundra is #1 in its class, and so is Tacoma, the #1 selling mid-size truck. Get $1,000 customer cash on a new 21 4Runner or a rugged new Tacoma, or get a great lease on Tacoma for $159 a month. Run the numbers and save. Toyota, let's go places.
No delay, take home today at Overstock Furniture and Mattress. With 0% interest and no credit needed purchase options available, we're Overstock on living rooms from $599, bedrooms in stock from $799, all sizes of name brand mattresses in stock from $299. No waiting on dining tables and chairs from $699. No waiting weeks for furniture to be delivered at Overstock Furniture and Mattress. No delay, buy today, take home today with 0% interest and no credit needed purchase options available.
Every day this month, Fox 13 is celebrating the people making Black history right here in the Mid-South. Her civil rights activism changed the lives of students across the South, but it also prevented her from teaching here in Memphis, the city she helped change. Elaine Turner impacted thousands of lives across the school systems who weren't afraid of her spirit.
They're still here. We still have some of the same battles to win.
Fox 13 celebrates Black history in the making, brought to you by your local Memphis area Honda dealers.
Are you ready to join the doers? Those who do more with less asthma, thanks to Dupixent, the add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma. Dupixent isn't for sudden breathing problems. It can improve lung function for better breathing in as little as 2 weeks and help prevent severe asthma attacks. It's not a steroid, but can help reduce or eliminate oral steroids. Dupixent can cause serious allergic reactions, including anaphylaxis. Get help right away if you have rash, shortness of breath, chest pain, tingling, or numbness in your limbs. Tell your doctor if you have a parasitic infection. And don't change or stop your asthma treatments, including steroids, without talking to your doctor. Do more with less asthma. Talk to your asthma specialist about Dupixent. If your financial situation has changed, we may be able to help.
After a car crash, the big insurance companies you see advertising on TV, they may try to downplay your case and might say it's only a fender bender or it's just a herniated disc. I worry that some law firms fall for this BS. Not us. We put ourselves in your shoes and ask, what would it be like to be in your pain for the rest of our lives? $1 million wouldn't be enough for me. There's only one Morgan & Morgan for the people.
Mask up, Memphis, so we can play some ball.
Mask up, Memphis. Protect yourself.
If there's news, if things shift, if they stay the same, you're going to hear it here on 600 WREC. It's what we do, and we're all in this together.
This is breaking news.
We just got this word from the Memphis Area Transit Authority, MATA. They're stopping their service immediately because of the weather. Service was expected to end at 6:45 in about another 50 minutes, but MATA says they can't take any more chances. The roads are just too dangerous right now. And we're going to get some updates. Hopefully tomorrow's services will be posted on MATA's Facebook and Twitter as soon as they determine when it is safe to operate again.
In Mississippi, winter conditions have been making it tough on drivers, and of course, more of this weather, it's hitting today.
Yes, it is. Fox 13's Tom Dees is live in South Haven. Been keeping a check on the roads there, Tom. We've seen a lot of snow. What about that ice layer below? It's rough.
Daryl, not a whole lot of ice coming down right now. Still got some of the ice from yesterday that we got. Want to take a look? We're at Goodman and Getwell. Looks like we got a car that has run up on something. Police just pulled up over here. Had seen a car earlier. Looked like there was a minor fender bender, and had another car run off in the ditch. All those drivers are okay that we know of. Looks like they may be trying to assist the folks that are stopped right here, right now. Also had a chance to go around to a number of different intersections in South Haven Day. Among them, Highway 51 and Main Street. I got down there, and even before this stuff started coming down, it was already iced over and snowed over from what we already had. I can only imagine what it looks like now. Highway 51 and Goodman Road, that's also Bullfrog Corner. Little slick spots there early on. The turn lanes were kind of icy and dicey, a lot of the roadway icy and dicey as well. And Mackingvale and Byhalia Road in Hernando, quite the mess as well. They had just plowed through there, but as the snow was starting to come through, it was kind of starting to cover up the work that they had put. I got here about 3 o'clock this afternoon, took a measurement here about an hour ago, and it was about 1 3/4 inches. Going to try to get a measurement over here and see what it is now. And whoa, look at that. We're almost at about 2.5 inches here in the parking lot at Goodman and Getwell. So that snow continuing to come on down. Reporting live in South Haven, I'm Tom Dees for Fox 13 News.
Thank you so much, Tom. Well, due to the weather, many school districts in the area have already made the call to cancel classes for tomorrow. Others have decided to just hold virtual learning. We know that Lakeland and Millington Municipal Schools have canceled classes through Friday. Arlington Community Schools are closed tomorrow, but remote assignment on Friday. Collierville, Germantown, DeSoto County, Bartlett, West Memphis schools will be virtual through Friday. Make sure you are sticking with Fox 13 for the latest closings. You can find them on our website, fox13memphis.com, but also at the ticker that will be scrolling across the bottom of your screen.
Fox 13 News at 6.